Before you get into the video, you need to watch these spoiler warnings. Not spoiler warnings, warnings. Here's all the stuff that will be possibly triggering to some people that will be in the video. Anyway, have a fun time watching the video and take care of yourself. Hey y'all! Today we are, watching House of Puso. Also, my screen recorder isn't working, so you might not be able to hear the videos, but I'll try and keep closed captions on. So, yeah. Okay, that was. Why did it? This song kind of reminded me of the Baldi's Basic song that was like. No, not like that. But it's like. I don't know how to do it. So. Yeah. Haha. Honestly, this kind of reminds me of an animation I did back in, like, first grade, where it was like a turtle. It was like stop motion. It was like a turtle, and, like, I made the turtle go on in, like, an adventure. That's what it kind of reminds me of. And I actually kind of like, I think it's, I don't know if that's Biani or Puso, the turtle character, but I really like him. Anyway, on to the next video. Winter with Puso and Biani. This is 2 minutes and 28 seconds. This is 2 minutes and 28 seconds. That was a little bit scary. This reminds me of like Scratch, like, you know, like that, like one thing that everyone uses in their elementary school, that like one coding thing. That's what it kind of reminds me of. They're building. They're building Frosty the Snowman. More like Frosty the Duck Man, because it kind of looks like a duck. It's a lot of carrots. A lot of carrots. Usually whenever people say they see the blush on characters like this, they immediately assume, oh, he's like embarrassed or something like that. I just think, according to the animation, that just means he's having fun and stuff like that. Wait, what? You don't do that. Puso, you don't. No. You don't do that. I don't know who the turtle guy is, but you don't do it. I mean, turtles will do eat like greens and stuff like that. Like actual factually, they do eat greens. Or at least that's what I can tell from that. So yeah. House of Puso Cleaners. Now I think this is actually where we get into the more uh eh gist of it, I guess. So yeah. I always think of those as like eyeballs. People think of them as holes. I honestly think of them as eyeballs. They just look like eyeballs. You know, it's like creepy pasta eyes that appear on creepy pasta. People that are like, oh, these are just like big realistic eyeballs. Stuff like that. But most people that have watched this probably haven't watched creepy pasta stuff. Never mind. Okay, so the turtle is Biani. I like the name for a turtle. If I get a turtle, I'm gonna name him Biani. Well, you can't really wipe away whole or eyeballs, apparently, according to the thing. I heard that this like being something part of like SA and self harm, stuff like that. So wait, wait. I think those holes are a metaphor for something for eyeballs. Let's just see. But still have like wait, wait. I think I just found out that metaphor for it. Like there's like self harm scars, yada yada, and then they like I don't know, like trying to cover them up, look more presentable. The turtle, but Bioni, Bioni, Bioni scared Puso. Uh, let's hope it goes well. Ah, that scared me. Uh, I just realized it's the Family Guy. Wait, what? Is it like Indonesian or something? I don't know. But that's the Family Guy death pose where like Peter. Never mind. Puzzle. Something about this animation really reminds me of like child, like children, like a thing that a child would make. So yeah. Ow. This is like the first like one I've watched that wasn't that I don't really see. Uh, I mean, uh, I realize most of it's going to be happy, but still. is what um huh? Oh, oh. He oh 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 oh. I'm going to hug my cat. This is starting to kind of get me a little disturbed.
The trick is to cover it with something louder. Doesn't it hurt? Yeah, it does. But that's the point. I will be okay though.
Okay, so basically he is an enabler, but his own terms, uh, like he suffers with it too, so he's like both a victim and also an enabler. That's what I'm getting from it.
Okay. Thank you, Bayani. Bayani? Uh,
Okay, as a person who has suffered, not suffered, have friends that have suffered, usually they end up being really tired after they have the whole um wrist section and wrist. I'm just gonna say the whole wrist cutting thing. Because I, I I know most of my viewers are that, yeah. But they always end up like having uh it like they end up being tired because it's basically kind of like them going through withdrawals. Like, like sometimes after you like have like on like you're very high on anesthesia or something, or like after like a surgery you're on anesthesia, you're super tired, stuff like that. That's basically kind of the same as the withdrawals after you self-harm. So yeah.
oh,
That was his pocket knife, right? Yeah. Mm. Oh, that could be like pus coming out of the holes. Like pus. I, you know how like you get this like little like oily stuff after like a very bad cut? That's because like your body is yeah. Well, that's basically what's happening to the cuts, I think. Because I saw someone saying like, "Oh, this is like um the symbolism for SA and stuff like that." Personally, I don't really think that. I think it's just to show like that they're trying to heal up themselves and stuff like that. Because usually, like you get a bunch of like oil, like your wound gets very oily after you get like a very bad wound on specific parts of your body. So it might be that it's trying to heal itself. So that could be the symbolism, or something else could be. So yeah. Okay, I ain't really licensed to talk about any of this stuff, so I'm not going to. But I have had from experience where different stuff, like how friends have described things about their things and stuff like that. Um, and basically, the whole symbolism of the hand turning into the pocket knife or the utility knife thing is like symbolism for basically using it on your skin. So, yeah, it's kind of this. Okay, that was a little bit of a twist, but okay. Okay, we're doing mess room now. So, yeah. This one was the first one with a disclaimer. Oh, that means. Okay.
Alright, my name is puso. And I've been hard time sleeping right now. We're supposed to sleep at 8 p.m. I think. Oh, it's already 10 p.m. Maybe if I clean the house, I'll get tired. I think that's a good idea.
That was shocking. I think that was supposed to be kind of like a distraction from. Yeah. So. Mhm. the holes. The holes. Okay. Now, I have a feeling this is gonna get bad soon. I'm very nervous. So, yeah. Oh. Oh, but this noise. Okay, get it together. Get it together. Okay, let's start again. Okay, I saw someone say that this was like a symbolism for hypersexuality after being like essayed and stuff like that. And yeah, it's um yeah, but the really bigger meaning of this is um if you try it like once, you might get addicted. Kind of like how smoking works or vaping does, or literally any addictive substance. So, yeah. Ah, okay. As someone who has at least suffered with sexual harassment, um, yeah, even, especially from a young age, a person can attract uh, hypersexuality, and usually at a young age, um, they don't know what it means. They just feel this weird feeling, and they have to act on it. Okay, so basically, if you've been doing it for since a young age, um, it like basically it basically becomes a mess you cannot solve, and stuff like that. So basically becomes a mess you cannot solve, and also um if you don't get clean, it becomes a mess you cannot solve. Sorry if I said that word like a lot of times. Yeah. Oh. Oh. Okay. A thing about stuff like this, especially thing he's going through right now. They don't. We don't really know what we really want to know from this. But from what my understanding is, he found a coping system, and then it immediately turned out to be bad, and yada yada. And normally, coping systems that involve you clinging on to somebody don't always stay. Because if that person dies or your bond is broken with them, it will be considered, yeah. Okay. I also just realized something. You know how it like showed the hand like going into the frame with the apple? and how the apple's like being sliced like that. It's basically showing how like the person slicing their skin. I probably shouldn't be doing that to my freaking wrist now, shouldn't I? Okay. Anyway, it like kind of shows like the uh the knife like cutting into the wrist. So yeah. But I'm just gonna try and keep my innocence glasses on and say, oh, they're just cutting up an apple. Oh. I said don't trust him. Oh. He's gonna go through the same thing, like the withdrawals. But I don't think those holes in the house really represent the wrist scars. I think they represent like the aftermath. His mental aftermath of the yeah. That almost made me cry. Okay. Okay, I took a little break because it started to get to my head a bit. I hope y'all are doing well. And we're gonna watch the last thing called Nashi de Puso. I don't know. Warning includes flashing lights, blood, self-harm, and other disturbing topics. Press play to continue. Sure. Very normal.
I think you've left a mark on my heart. Such a difficult child. Don't you do that again, okay?
Wait, the audio is different from the thing. It's a little. You seem to have stepped on my mountain, my hill. Don't do that again. It says, wait, but then it says, you seem to have made a mark on my heart. Wait. Wait. Okay, okay. Wait, isn't that the mushroom we saw in the last one? Not the mushroom, the gnome we saw in the last one?
Oh,
I just heard, oh! I just heard it, oh!
oh.
I keep on hearing an, oh!
being patient because you aren't listening.
Wait. So this one's
Oh,
yeah. Just step over it. But you gotta step for it. Hey, Gecko. Did you not do not
I'm being patient because you aren't listening.
I'm being patient because you aren't listening. Oh wait. Probably because this is the English dub. Do not step on my hill, you're lucky I'm so forgiving. Mm. 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 Mistake after mistake. When will you learn to not step on my hill?
With all my heart.
I do not want to hear your excuses. Ooh. Now the hills are invisible. Wait,
You really are foolish. I pity your.
really are being we're such a tense boy, that's for sure. Oh, ooh, wait, that gave me. All right. Mm. Nice, nice. Not well, not nice, but okay. So this might just because his might be like a. Never mind. Never mind. I'm not gonna say it. I don't want to say it because I don't want it to come true.
Who raised you? I take care of you so you don't go hungry.
You're so unfortunate on mine to take care of you and not let you starve. Fortunate.
Oh,
Okay. Maybe the flower is like. The flower is the representation of the next child that comes in the line of the constant use. Yeah. Yeah. Him realizing what he did. I'm patient yet you do not listen. Or, from what this says, it's probably like, whenever they show like one graceful moment of like, oh, this guy's an actual nice guy and stuff like that. And stuff like that. Just like, and then like, it gets taken away as fast as you can bite. Because of like temper, alcoholism, literally anything else.
being patient, you won't listen to me. You become impossible.
Perhaps that will teach you a lesson. Oh. Oh. child of the devil. No matter how hard I try, you always crush my dreams. Why take care of the child then, if it's going to just crush your dreams? Because there's other things. You can go on child support. You can set the kid up for adoption. But no. No. Okay. Um, there's some like slapping noises, like, the whole, like that. Oh, that hurt. Why do I smack myself so hard? Anyway. Okay, this also probably is from the father's point of view, which is, oh, you're basically nothing more than just a simple low life, or that could just be, or this could just be like the effects of the whole hitting thing. Until you eventually just give up. Yeah. Bump, bump. Okay. This is him being dragged. And like how nice they act after it, which how nice they act after abuse and stuff like that. So yeah.
Oh, oh,
I'm gonna take that as a gander that isn't Bayani, but this is actually Bayani's mother or something. Just by how the scalp is cyan and Bayani is on the couch. And Bayani's mom is just ignoring the abuse. Okay.
oh.
Okay. Or this might be also a figment of generational trauma. So, maybe.
Hello?
Uh-huh. I can't even. A. It was basically like, whenever people reveal after, the people act sad after what the abuser has done. The abuser starts getting mad and yada yada. It's mostly a common occurring theme in situations like this.
And
Okay. Well, bye. Have a good day. Take a break. Eat food. Uh, take care of yourself. Especially after seeing this. Bye.